Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
But banana bread, if I'm gonna work,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
I do believe people are going to wonder what the hell is going on because we are officially live.
Oh my
Oh.
bad.
Oh my god.
Live chat.
We're
Let's
done.
pop chat room out.
Hold on. Let's do this. Come on. Okay, perfect.
All right, let's. We're going to go. God, I can't remember what button it was now. I think it was this one. No, it wasn't that one. Whoops.
Oh, no.
Wasn't that? I've lost the button.
Oh, you've lost
What
it.
is this thing?
I
Look,
don't
now
know
I'm
what's
watching
going
someone
on. I don't know
else's-
what's going on. Oh, I better go
Say again.
offline quick. You know what? I think it's swapped to a different bloody.
You change your hotkeys.
What's going
Oh,
on?
there's gonna be a pin in the a-hole.
Oh, yeah. It was literally working like
Well,
just
that-
a minute ago.
Well, a pickup truck would be a pain in the a-hole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
That it
god.
would.
Hand you a pen.
What is John
Hey, look,
doing?
you got a pen. I got a crayon.
This is
sounds-
going crazy over
Yeah, I got
here.
something interesting for you. You know,
That's a
so-
pot of coffee. It'd be funny if I had a pot of coffee just to be like, thanks, man.
Um,
All right,
Yes.
I am going to have to flick through a whole load of different screens to find the correct bloody screen because
Gary's gone down broke it again.
well, it's not that one.
like we're in NASCAR right now, where they're just
Ah,
flipping.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go. There you go, Dion.
I don't know
We're
what's
going
going
on
on.
the-
It was all set up. I might have to go offline and then bring it back online again.
Mike Wazowski.
So we'll be back up in just a minute. I don't know what is happening here. All the
I
screens
do.
were
It's
set
called
up.
getting old.
It's not that one, is it? No, it's not that one. Get off that one quick.
Oh no, he just doxed himself.
Uh-oh. Ah! That's the one, I think.
There we go. It's all of us.
All right, so I just have to set the chat room up, so the chat room will be live in just a minute.
Look at those hairy ass knuckles.
Who's got hairy knuckles? That sounds so wrong.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a way to mute the YouTube
you won't be able to because you won't be able to hear us. It's not a computer
Because-
interface.
because I'm just hearing
Echoes and delays.
everything doubled.
Oh, we'll just pretend you can't.
Fernando.
And I don't even think I'm able to.
Hey, everybody. We can see the chat. I just haven't got the chat room
Hi,
popping up
Christy. How are you?
on the screen.
Fernando, you can't just press like the little mute button on the
No,
on the video.
it's not showing up. I wish I could do that. It's not even showing up.
So I go like that. Bring that in there like that. Why am I talking with an American accent? Okay, we've been doing this all morning. Morning for you guys. It's night time here. Fernando, don't be rude.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
I'm just changing the chat settings a little bit so you don't all have to bend your head sideways to avoid the chat room. There we go. We're not going to have any
So,
Heidi tonight because she's in Bali.
Who's in Bali? Heidi.
Heidi, yeah.
Oh, lucky
I'm gonna have
her.
to try and work this out.
No, you just have to hear two of us.
All right, so there we go. We've got a half transparent kind of chat thing happening.
That
So,
works.
how is everybody?
Uh,
What the hell was that?
We happy. We ready to go.
Yeah.
Happy.
Do all kinds of cool stuff.
We've been practicing with our accents, and we're not very good.
no, we haven't been practicing because these two here haven't tried an Australian accent yet.
No, they haven't. They've still got to try the Aussie accent. I'm a bit disappointed, guys. You've got to come on.
You got to kind of
Get with the
It's not
program.
through the nose. It's like the front of the mouth. You got to use.
See that big ass spot? That's not
That's
it.
English. Close.
I don't know what that
Close,
was really.
but no cigar.
All right, there we
Yeah.
go.
Apparently, it's one of the hardest accents to do.
What, the Aussie accent?
I think so.
Yeah, apparently so.
Is it?
I mean, it wasn't that hard. I was born with it.
I don't think you could talk when you were born.
Oh, close enough.
True. So we've got Josh with us. You might remember Josh. He's been with us before. So if you don't remember him, there's Josh.
Shame on you if you haven't.
Yeah. Shame on you guys. I'm amazing. You should know me.
I'll tell you what,
So-
there's probably a few people in
Space.
here that you haven't seen before. So do you want to just give everybody a 2-minute introduction and what you got going on?
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Joshua Haney. I am a paranormal investigator. I am a clairvoyant. I am a history nerd, and I am a tour guide. I am also a tour operator in Savannah. If anyone asks what I don't do, I don't know.
Australian
So-
accents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Australian accents. I guess would be the best thing there. But I am opening a walking tour company here in Savannah. I've been a tour guide here for 6 years, and I figured it was finally time for me to get on for myself. So that's what we're talking about today. And I have a website up if you guys want to take a look at it. It is www.darkhistorytours.net. The front page is active. The bookings are not. I am working on all that today. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about a little bit.
Cool. So Christy has said, hi, Josh. And the Storm
Hello.
319 has said, hi, Josh. So you're getting more highs than what we got. We just got hi, guys. We just got lumped together, but you're getting special treatment, my friend.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't remember him, he's been on the show before when he met Fernando out at Lake Shawnee with Jackson and everybody for the last investigation. And they caught up again a few weeks ago when they were out there again, lucky buggers. So how did you find it this time? Because when you go into an investigation place a few times over, you kind of get drawn to certain areas. How did you find that this trip?
Fernando, you want to start?
I was
Wait,
confused on that.
no. I mean, I'm confused because I thought the question was towards Josh.
Yeah, it is. It is to Josh, but you know the two of
He
you can
bumped
feel
you.
it.
Well,
He was a quarterback. You're a receiver.
we had a lot of new entities that we hadn't really spoken with before, particularly on the swing ride. And if you guys don't know about the swing in Lake Shawnee, there was a young girl that unfortunately was killed on the swing. But we had 2 other girls that we were talking to, and Fernando did a Estes method with me, and we got some pretty interesting stuff because one of the girls is named Anna. She told me that. I didn't know that from documents or anything like that, but there's a tractor on the property that was given to a young girl who loved the tractor to the man who used to mow the property itself. And I didn't know her name, but she popped up for us, and we got a lot of interesting activity on the tractor itself, which is something we've never really touched or investigated because, you know, I didn't know the history up until I actually watched, I don't know what particular, I think it was like America's Most Haunted or something like that. It's on Netflix. It's one of the older series. But yeah, that tractor was left there. So, I mean, I was kind of looking at it, but yeah, I guess because I knew the entity was speaking about it and kind of telling us the whole time, hey, go over to this tractor, go over to this tractor, go over to this tractor. And it was like every time that I would try to investigate, I would get to go to this tractor, which we got something really incredible on Estes method. And Fernando just awed me, and I was laughing so hard. He has the video. I don't think he's yet posted it, but it
I haven't posted it.
it was solid. It was very solid.
Are you gonna give us a hint then?
Yeah. Man, it was actually pretty windy, which helped carry, I guess the person that's under with the headphones, with I wasn't able to do the whole blindfold because there was nowhere to sit. So I was actually like trying to basically stabilize. It was at the merry-go-round. And I do not recall. Maybe you could help fill in the gaps. But I know that I was under, and you asked a certain question, and I said something along the lines of, "Is it Mo or
Mhm.
I?" Yeah, right. So funny enough, that was when we put two and two together with the whole tractor thing over there because there's a tractor actually does, and we ended up going over there and we set up a ramp, well, of a EMF pod. I'm not even sure what the name of this thing is. There was it a dead bell also?
Yeah, we had a bell. We attempted to use the spirit box too, but we didn't really get much on the spirit box. But the bell was going off like crazy. Um, yeah. So what I was asking Fernando while you were under is I was actually asking Anna. I was like, "Hey, can you tell us where you've been wanting us to go? Can you say that to Fernando? Like, tell us where you've been wanting us to go, and that you told me 1,000 times right now." And 2 seconds after you said mower, and it was right on the money because that tractor used to mow the property.
I've got a question for you
Yeah.
from the chat.
Amazing.
They've first off, the Storm has asked which one is Fernando. Fernando is the one in the car showing off his muscles and waving. And he's also asked, or she, I'm not sure who, but the Storm has also asked if you know what kind of a tractor it was. And don't say a red one.
I'm not a
Hey.
farming expert, but it's something that would drag something.
It's a very small tractor. It's not one of the larger ones that you might see now. It's probably, if I had to give it a height, probably like 3 feet tall and like maybe 5 feet long. It's just one of
it's
the
a
smaller
baby.
tractors with the larger wheels on the
So-
back.
Yeah,
It's basically a big
but
lawnmower.
it's actually it's actually something that would either pull something to cut the grass. It doesn't really have anything to cut. Like to
Mm.
it's like a car that that could tow whatever a farm would use to mow the things. I'm not even
So-
sure. I'm not,
So going back to your Lake Shawnee, now did you go back to the tree?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
I'm
don't
sorry?
sound too happy about this. Well, last time you were
I'm
saying
never
about the
happy
tree
about
that
the
you'd gone
tree.
to, the lynching tree.
never-
Yes, you said you said you were going to go back. I wasn't sure if you actually did or didn't.
Yeah, we had people that were new to the property and were investigating with us. So yeah, we went to the tree. Although there was an odd area in the back that we weren't sure how this ditch got there, but there was a huge ditch. And it didn't look like anybody had recently dug or anything like that. So we couldn't go all the way down the trail, but we did in fact go to the tree. But another interesting thing as we got closer to this huge ditch that we couldn't cross, so we were hearing stop on the spirit box right before we got there, like just repetitive stops.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. That was during the time where through Jax's portal, something came through. Jax asked how many souls are here with us, how many spirits or something like this. And through the portal, it said 10. And then there was 10 of us actually in the group. walking. So it was interesting.
That's
You know,
cool.
we are technically spirits and souls. So yeah, yeah.
My thing
So
I like to say to people is spirits are like you and I. They just don't have skin no more,
That's very true. Very true.
which is a
that's
really
true.
creepy way to say it, but that's the way I like to say it.
That's the cool way to say it.
The cool way.
Just in
Mm.
case I cannot read comments, I cannot when
It's
you
all
guys
right.
Nando's
talk,
still
I'm hearing
learning.
stuff, so it's like a little bit
It's all right. Jeremy and I'll
just
I'll
crazy
field
in
the
here.
we'll field the
Nando's still
questions.
learning how to read. It's all right.
Wow.
If you heard the conversation that we'd had, because we've actually recorded an episode tonight, but if you'd heard the conversation we were having right up until I actually hit the probably actually about 2 or 3 seconds after I hit the record button, so I'm going to have to cut a little bit out at the start, but that was quite the interesting conversation, wasn't it?
Hey, Josh, can you see the pickup behind Fernando there?
Oh
No,
no,
not behind
no,
you,
no,
behind
no,
Fernando.
no.
I was talking about my super sweet race car chair, but is there a pickup?
There is a blue one, blue or grey one, something.
Yeah,
Is there?
out his driver's window. You can't see
Focus,
it.
guys. Focus. Oh man.
All right, so let's switch it up a little bit and let's talk a little bit about cryptids. I know there's a bit that you have going on in your neck of the woods. You were telling us about that. I forget what they call him now, but the
Pigman.
no, not the dog man. No, I want to hear about the pig man. I want to hear about the dog man.
Oh,
first
you're talking
up.
about a 7 foot tall
I never took Ruby.
Rumpelstiltskin or whatever his name was.
Rondelier.
Yeah, Rondelier. Yeah, something like that. Tell us
Yes,
about
Fernando
it.
is filming from the car again.
There's folklore here on a gentleman who was born in Savannah. He was born at 17 pounds. The doctor, so I don't know if you guys know this about childbirth back in the day. What they would have is like a midwife, and they would help them through the pregnancy. They would help them through childbirth. Anna Rondolia was Renee's mother. She was in labor for 7 days, and they actually had to call a doctor in. And the story goes that they had to break her pelvis to deliver this child. So when he arrived, he was 17 pounds, and I believe it said 9 ounces. So you can imagine that is a big baby.
Yep.
Covered in black hair. And by the time he was 17 years old, he was 7 foot tall and over 300 pounds. Once again, covered in black hair. You can imagine the townspeople
Sorry.
were.
All the women in the chat are going, "Oh hell no!"
Oh hell no! But yeah. He was quite alarming, I'm sure, to look at. So the townspeople really just did not take kindly to him being around because you don't understand it, you don't like it, and you don't want it around, which is kind of the way they did things, sadly, back then. But the only time Renee would come out is at nighttime, and he would stay in Colonial Park Cemetery. That way he wouldn't bother anybody and nobody would bother him. Well, Renee was a simple person. He was not very intelligent, so to speak. And he didn't know his own strength, being as large as he was and being a little bit dull-brained. He would accidentally end up killing animals just trying to play with them. And there would be dead animals found all around Colonial Park Cemetery, and people knew it was Renee. There was no question about it. Because when you walk up to an animal and it's completely squished and it looks like a human hand, there's only one person in the population that is capable of that. So came to the fact that they started walking around Colonial Park during the day and, doing cleanup. Well, one day they were walking around Colonial Park and they found the corpses of 2 young women who had been strangled. The townsfolk said it had to be Renee. There could be no other person. It simply had to be him. So they went to Renee's mother's home, banged on the door, the lynch mob, and brought him out to Colonial Park Cemetery to be hanged. 2 weeks later, after Renee's untimely death, there were more women found dead in Colonial Park Cemetery. So they started closing the gates at nightfall, hoping that the vengeance spirit of Renee would no longer take the lives of anyone else.
Wow.
One of the comments.
So
I'm
that's-
telling you guys, I'm telling you, wait, he's under me. This guy is the best tour guide in Savannah, Georgia.
He's actually not under you on the video. Oh, he is under you on the video. Yep.
Yeah.
I take that back. My bad. I thought he was going somewhere he shouldn't have gone with that one. But
Fernando's a top.
yeah, Fernando's the top. Oh God.
Damn.
MJ in the chat has gone. She must have done Hugh Jackman. You know,
Oh, the hair.
The Wolverine.
Oh,
the
goodness.
Wolverine. So, all right. So we're going to move on from the dog man. Jeremy was asking about the pig man. What's the story with the pig man?
So I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's research I still have
I don't
to
know.
do.
Oh.
There are cryptids that I'm going to be doing in Savannah, and there's still a lot of research. But Renee is one of my favorite stories, so I memorized that one really well.
So how did
Pigman is basically
It's a sad
the
story.
swamp creature here.
it is? But how did he get the name? How did it revert to the dog man from just being a very tall, hairy person? Is that just it, or was there more to the story?
He's just, that's what I tell people. Just because he simply like what we're talking about. Just covered in black hair, very tall. You know, very staturous comparatively to any other person. So I've just simply put him as a wolfman or something like that. That way people go, oh, okay, they kind of put two and two together. It's
Yeah.
just my saying. It's not what they actually say.
Oh, okay. I'm with you now. Yeah. Oh, it's
He's
interesting.
coining the phrase.
Mm.
Pointing it. A check mark by it.
All right. So, from the last time that you were on, sorry, I'm taking the Ugg boots off. My feet are getting warm.
Ugh.
It's all right. They're not that smelly yet. They're still new. From the last time that you were on and a lot of the investigations that you had coming up and stuff like that, have you actually started looking into the UFO type stuff, especially now that we've got a lot of this disclosure information being released by the US government? Have you looked into any more hotspots sort of locally?
No, not really. So everything, like I said, we're still doing the tours that I was talking about with Shadowlands, but it's been pushed. I'm one of those type of people that until I'm like going to do it, I usually don't look into things like that.
Yeah.
Just because I want it fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
So no, I haven't particularly looked into it yet.
Oh, there's some really good stuff happening. Really good stuff happening. I mean, it's when I say really good stuff, it's still all shit, but we're still waiting for the, you know, the bombshell bits. But there's some really cool videos that are coming out, and there's quite a bit happening. I don't know what Fernando's doing. He's playing with it again.
No, I'm kind of concerned here
Yeah.
because he keeps looking down and his arms are down. I'm going,
Mhm.
I got it.
Oh, Jeremy, he's got.
Somebody's got
Look,
clean
Mum,
hands.
no hands.
Hey, you leave my hands out of this. That's not
What
hard
is he
work.
balancing it
And
on
washing
now?
Doesn't wash.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
goodness.
This is a Friday night. It could go anywhere after here with these live streams, and we generally
Yes, it can.
we do apologise, but we don't really mean it. So,
I don't apologize for anything.
no, well, you don't. I'm trying to keep some sort of civility to the whole thing, but not very well.
I'm civil. I'm wearing clothes.
So,
As you
I,
guys know, we're probably a little more professional in person.
well, you'd
What
think,
does that mean?
yeah,
I
you'd think.
try.
Nah,
I
we
try.
do. Fernando, MJ turned around and said, "Fernando's in the car again."
You got kicked
Yeah,
out
that's
of
why
the
I kicked
house.
him out. He had to sleep on the couch last night too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
He hit the
here in
peanut butter.
Florida, so here in Florida, school ended for the kids, so they're all home. Everybody's home, and unfortunately, I'm not able to use my studio. So The Car Chronicles are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Studio or living area?
But I'm pretty cozy. It's like 90 degrees out here right now, and AC blowing.
So 90
But
degrees,
I-
what's that in Fahrenheit?
The
So,
what?
90
for anyone that
it's around
wants
31,
to-
32.
That's only 32.
Yeah,
it's an average
yeah,
day.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to coin a new phrase for the doghouse, you can just call it Car Chronicles.
Where are you? I'm in the Car Chronicles.
Yeah.
What'd you do wrong?
Oh man. No. I do have a question though, since Gary has been more updated, because I honestly don't see the news. But has anything dropped new recently as far as the?
Hang on. MJ's
last-
just turned around and said, "Don't let the phone die this time, Fernando. Keep it away from the window."
Wait a minute. Last time, wait. Are we talking about the live that I did in Shawnee, or?
Mm.
Oh no, it did die on me here, right? Did it?
Mm-hmm.
See, our
I
viewers
came
have good
fully
memories.
Prepared.
That's not a good
Fully
plug.
prepared.
It's
Yeah,
not
they're
plug-
good
Plug it in, bro.
memories.
Plug it in.
Yeah, it's a bit late after the fact. Anyway, go on. What were you talking about? Is there any new
Yeah,
news?
so-
Where?
Fernando's asking for UFO updates because he's not allowed inside to use the internet for the news.
Oh, there's been a second tranche or whatever they call it of information that came out this week. I think on 2 days ago, there was a whole load that came out, some new videos, and there's well, you can look at all of it. They're making it across all the, Ross Coulthard, Lou Elizondo, all of those guys, and there's some very interesting. Apparently, I think they said 45 of the 47 have been released now. So, and there's more to come. We haven't got that big bombshell, We're all hoping for the alien autopsy videos in the next lot, but I don't think we're going to get that quite yet.
Yeah, but they're not going to be what you think they look like.
And that's the thing. That's a lot of the big questions that are going around at the moment is what do they actually look like? I actually watched this movie this morning.
They look like Trump. Alien.
Oh, that would be scary. Yeah, I watched this, the first part of a 3-parter called Childhood's End. It was shot in 2015. It's about an alien, not an alien invasion, but they very much like V or Independence Day, these big spaceships pop up over the major cities. And he says how he's going to stop war. He's going to give everybody the golden age. And it's just this voice of this one alien that comes through. And it sort of spans 15 years, the first part of this 3-parter. And one of the things that got brought up was he would never show himself. This alien would never show himself. And he says our appearance you wouldn't be able to comprehend or deal with it. So it'll be years before I show myself. And what happens from there is obviously eventually it cuts to 15 years later and he's ready to show himself. I was going to say expose himself. That's just wrong. But, let everybody see what these aliens look like. But one of the things that came up just before that was, can you look, Mom, no hands? One of the things that came up was, well, how bad could it be? And one of the humans said, the worst thing would be is if you looked like us. And I don't get that, because when he comes out at the end, it ties into a lot of these conspiracies about how religion gets brought into it all and everything. I don't want to say what he looks like, but that comes into it for anybody who hasn't seen it and wants to watch it. Check it out. I've seen the first part. It's a TV movie, so don't expect any Academy Award winning performances, but it was really good. I enjoyed it.
What's the name of this thing? I want to type in my notes real quick.
Childhood's
Dana?
End. I can shoot you the poster. If you look at the poster for it, it's somebody like in a farm field or something like that looking up, and you can see these big clouds coming out and there's some glowy lights coming out of the clouds. So, it's not a zero budget thing. There's a few effects in there, but
Oh my.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not like Independence Day with all the flashy spaceships and the shooting and shit like that. it's a definite. I don't even want to say character-driven one, but it's definitely one that plays on your thoughts, because one of the big things, one of the big questions about this film is, this ties back to the Bible as well. If beings came down and offered us the perfect world where we could all live much longer, live healthy lives, we didn't have to work, everything was provided for us, how would we go with it? And they're bang on with it. You know, there'll be a lot of people that would absolutely love it, but there's always going to be those that can't accept it, and we're not going to be controlled by anybody, and they're the ones that are going to create the shit. And that's where this is leading. There's still 2 parts to watch. I haven't watched the other 2 parts yet, but that's sort of where it's going is, you know, it doesn't matter what you want to do. Humans ultimately stuff it up for themselves, you know, and that's tying back to the Garden of Eden and all that kind of crap. So it is probably worth checking out.
Garden
Again,
of Eden was
It's
a film,
interesting.
Again, it's not very.
When I looked it up, it said it's a ministries film. So it's like labeled as a religious film. It's kind of interesting.
Well, that's what I was sort of hinting at with what the alien looks like. And I'm not going to what it... I mean, in all honesty, if anybody wants to look it up, you'll find out in 2 seconds what the alien actually looks like. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's probably worth watching just so you get to that bit. And... yeah, it's curious as well with all this stuff going. I mean, we've got Disclosure Day coming out in the next week or 2. We've got the Masters of the Universe is coming out next week.
For that one.
Yeah. So I'm going to be going to the movies a couple of times over the next few weeks. I might even see if anybody from WAPR wants to all get together and we'll all go in and watch Disclosure Day together. That would be
That'd be cool.
That would be interesting.
I ain't paying movie to theatre prices for snacks. I'll bring my own in.
Bring your own. Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Sounds like Dion's in.
So speaking of, have you watched or have you looked at yet on Netflix The Burrows?
Yes. I love that show.
I
love that show.
I'm up to like the 3rd episode or 4th episode.
Oh,
so
it's just getting good,
I've seen
man.
a couple more.
Have you seen the one with what happens with? I'm not going to say anything, but with what happens with the TV and the 2 guys?
What?
With the whole
Yeah.
And he's like, "What's this?"
The looks on their faces with the goggles.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. One's got a welding mask.
And I just like that.
But yeah, I'm just started watching that. This is by the same guys that made Stranger Things.
Well, that's exactly where I was going with it. If you
Oh.
haven't seen it, it's like Stranger Things, but instead of being kids, it's old people.
So they've switched the BMX bikes up with golf carts.
Yeah.
It's supposedly set up in New Mexico, like a New Mexico retirement village.
Is that where it is?
It's
I'm
got
not
a
saying
very-
it's in the desert somewhere.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Yeah.
It's got kind of a Fallout sort of feeling as well.
A little.
Although that loading screen that comes up,
Yeah,
that they
there are.
use, that is Fallout. That's
Put it this way, right? Lynn and I have been talking about because Lynn is right. We're actually going to watch a couple more episodes. We'll probably get to the end of it tonight, but we're going to watch that after we've finished here. Lynn said it's one of those shows that gives you the same sort of feeling. You remember those films you would watch in the 80s where you get to really invest in the characters and you really get to like the characters,
Yes.
so you end up going on the journey with them. That's what this is like. It's not so much like the it's not so much like a lot of the stuff that comes out today, and it's all based, special effects and things like that are the things that sort of drive the show. This is a very character driven, and the guy that plays Doc Ock in the Spider-Man films, he's like
owls are in the walls.
he's the main character. He's the main actor in this, but it's got like Alfred Woodward, it's got Gina Davis in it, and there's several others that you'll recognize. And it's funny enough, there are a lot of hints.
Well,
and if Jeremy watches the next couple of
Bill
episodes,
Pullman.
yeah, Bill Pullman, there's a lot of references, or not even references, but for people who grew up in the 80s, you'll recognize a lot of references to certain films. Like with Gina Davis, obviously, the car that she drives very much ties into something.
Yes.
And what Jeremy is about to find out in the next episode or two is there's a lot of similarities to Thelma and Louise, but there are little flashbacks, or not even flashbacks, but just
Pop culture that's added into it.
yeah. You think Ready Player One, where just about everything sort of pops up in there somewhere. This is a lot more subtle, but the nuances are still there.
It's there.
Yeah.
I'd say I couldn't get into Stranger Things, but this, for some reason, I don't mind.
Yeah, hang on a sec. I'm just reading the chat. MJ said, a little bit off topic.
Hearsts.
I know a man who owns 2 Hearsts and a Hearst motorbike. I asked him tonight if he'd ever investigated the paranormal in a Hearst.
That'd be pretty cool.
MJ, ask him if he wants us to bring some of the gear down and whack it in the car and see if we get any hits off it. That'd be interesting. Haven't done that yet. But anyway, back onto it. Yeah, so if you haven't seen The Boroughs, definitely worth watching. Watch The Boroughs.
Question for you guys: what kind of alien? Let's say if it was hostile, what kind of aliens do you guys think it would be best to even try to survive between Independence Day or War of the World?
Well, the bugs will get them from War of the Worlds. They'll get a cold and die. Yeah, I'd go with them.
I know I survived Corona. I could take any of them on.
Josh, which one?
I'm Gary on this one because I live in Savannah and we all know the sheer amount of bugs that we get in the summertime, and I think I'd have a pretty good chance. I don't know about giant laser beams. That seems like instant death.
Well,
and that's right, Gary. We sent them in the middle of Australia. We got kangaroos and snakes and spiders that are big enough to have their own health bars. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Some of them have their own zip codes. Yeah.
You know what was funny is that Vanessa never watched the War of the Worlds, so we actually watched it.
What, the Tom Cruise version?
I listened to it.
And
yeah, the Jeff Wayne version. That's brilliant. That.
Yeah, like the original. You can't go past the original.
I could probably play some on my phone, but
but I started thinking. You know what's messed up is that, we've been hearing stories and reports of people being abducted all the time. And for some reason, they kept on abducting healthy people because they came completely unprepared to take over, not knowing that there are diseases, organisms, and bacteria here that could actually take them out. So all these healthy people, they lost time. They lost.
Who's to say that they don't actually know though?
Yeah. 100%.
Who's to say they don't have a technology that picks up on that?
Well, think about some of those other things that we've been talking about. Right? You think about some of the other things we've talked about over the last few episodes as well, about how this is a prison planet and there's that whole intergalactic war going on out there. And they know everything, and it's almost impossible for us to escape space. You know what I mean? We can't get into space. One of the things that actually gets brought up in this film, this 3-part film, Childhood's End, the aliens say humans are not going to be permitted to get into space while your technology has got to the point where you can achieve it. Basically, they're saying we're not going to let you go any further because you are still way too immature and you're going to cause a lot of strife out there in the cosmos. So we're infantile in comparison to a lot of other societies, which, makes you think, how many societies out there? And, are they scared of us? Not because of our technological prowess, but because of our immaturity and our penchant to punch first and ask questions later, whether that be punch with a fist or punch with bloody lasers and nukes. So how with all the technology that we've had, why is it we're only just talking about going back to the moon and putting a base on the moon in the next 5 years or 10 years or whatever it is? It was nearly 60 years ago that we landed on the moon the first time. And the technology advancements that we've done since then, we're only just heading back. You know, they just did a flyby a little while ago. We
Speaking
should,
of bragging rights.
we should be way
That's the
beyond.
only reason I'm doing bragging rights.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what it is. Because it's wild that now we're going now for the first time since the last time, and it's like, wow, that is kind of, that does throw in more credibility to that the last time was never happened.
Well, the other,
I was just about to say that. What is your take on the fact that America just faked it and they were like, you know what, guys, we got here first. Woo.
don't get us started on that. But the interesting thing is, in this latest tranche of file releases, there are a fit in equilateral triangle formation, and they tried to wipe it out, saying it's lens flare, it's this, it's that, it's cosmic dust or some bullshit. But every one of them is the perfect same size and mathematically almost precision for this triangular thing. But not only that, they said, I think they said somebody actually saw it, or on a different occasion saw the exact same thing, because they have recordings of the astronauts talking about them as well as these photos. So they've probably been there since. But that famous, you know, this is one small step for man, this is one giant leap for mankind crap, you know, that is just too staged for me.
Yeah.
I don't doubt
I mean,
they
they
may
kinda
have
said it
been there,
without
but
saying
not
it.
when they said they did.
I mean, they kind of, you know, the ratted on themselves for the first time since the last time 60 years ago. So it's not the first time. Why say it like that? I don't know. It's just me.
But no, there's some interesting stuff going on at the moment. Hang on, the chat's starting to take off. Where are we?
Yeah, I just saw a comment that I hope not.
No, the Island of the
So-
Dolls is in Mexico.
There's two.
That's
Yeah, but
the
they're both in Mexico. The ones that have been on TV anyway. Is there one in
Yeah.
Savannah?
That what?
The Island of the Dolls. The two that I
I-
know of are in Mexico.
Well, the Island of the Dolls could be in Christie's living room, but
She has got a lot of dolls at that place that are all haunted. Oh, speaking of which, Christy, in the chat, do you want to let us know how that doll is going that you picked up from that lady? Because I know you had a few troubles with it after. How's that going now? Because I haven't spoken to you since. I know because what happened was I was helping a family out that had major issues with a doll that was causing a lot of problems. And Christy went and picked it up because she collects haunted dolls, and she reckoned a lot of weird shit started happening at their place after picking it up. And then she said people were getting a bit crook or something in the house. And I haven't heard since what's going on. Going good now. Oh, she did a binding spell on it. So, yeah, cool. That's good. No, Island of the Dolls, yeah. That's a freaky place.
I would love to go there. I
Oh,
would love
definitely,
to go there.
definitely. Josh doesn't look keen.
no, why not?
I mean, because it's crazy to get there. Just to get there is wild.
Yeah,
It's all right.
you get on the Trocadero thing. Yeah.
No, there's one thing. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll jump out of a plane. I'll go hunt ghosts. I'll, do everything in the world of the creepy. But when it comes to dolls, if I see a shelf of them, I will run. I don't like dolls at all. Like the fact that Melissa came to Shawnee and had dolls that I was actually okay with was pretty crazy.
I remember
normally-
the first time we
nope.
introduced.
Oh, I got a question for Josh in the chat. MJ said, "What is the most haunted place in Savannah?"
Taylor Square.
There you go.
Taylor Square, 100%. It is a undocumented enslaved burial site that was a quarter mile. And the only remnants of that is the people that it's named after. One of them is Susie King Taylor, which was the very first African American nurse and school teacher here in Savannah. And then the person before that, they actually changed the name. If you guys look at my Instagram, I was on the news for the renaming. It used to be Calhoun Square,
Yes.
which was named after John C. Calhoun. If you guys know anything about that freaking guy, biggest proponent for slavery throughout the Southeast of the United States. So that's why they changed the name of that. But yeah, that
Oh,
would be
no.
my number one.
All right, this one's just for you, Josh. So
Mm-hmm.
MJ's gone Taylor Square.
Taylor Square.
Yep. Christy has gone. I have a shelf of spirited dolls at the end of my bed. They watch us sleep.
And do everything else. He's coming back with a crucifix.
Okay, bye guys.
Oh
It's
my
been fun.
God.
All right, that was Josh. He is no longer with.
Oh, he's back. Welcome back.
Oh man.
That's my
So,
indication of me seeing a shelf of dolls.
So Gary, a guy at work's going to Japan in the next few months.
Sorry?
I asked it. A friend of mine at
Yep.
work is going to Japan in a few months. I've asked him
To go to the
to go to
forest?
one location for me
The forest?
and film the Aokigahara forest.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, that sounds cool," and he's googled it. And he's like, "Oh,
No.
that's the Japanese suicide forest. I'm not going in there. I'm like, just set the camera up there and just leave it for a day. I'll just see what you pick up." He's like, "No, I'm not going there." I'm like, "Well, bitch."
Well, we will be
My biggest fear
interviewing.
about that is like, what if you walk in and there's like an active suicide and you're like,
Speak to
Um,
Jeremy about that because he has
I-
actually come across that.
We have a pine plantation not far, well, from where I used to live, wasn't too far. We actually went out there because it's an off-roading area as well. And yeah, we escorted an ambulance through to cut someone down.
That's
Mm.
So it gets to the point where you see that stuff and you lose enough friends, you kind of become desensitized to it. So like going there would be no issue for me.
mhm.
Well, we do have a team that we are going to be interviewing in the coming weeks who've actually investigated there, and they do have, I believe it's like a 3-part video of their investigation, and they actually ended up having to put string lines out and all sorts just so they can find their way back if they went off the
Yeah.
track. And it is that disorienting that it's worth watching, and we'll have those guys on.
I think it was Logan Paul was doing years and years ago, was doing a live out in there, and they actually got video of someone hanging in one of the trees.
I'll just reading the chat.
I recall that.
MJ's gone to Christie's because something. All right. If the dolls weren't disturbed before, they may be now because what else happens in the bed? You know what I mean? And there's laughs, there's giggles, and stuff that for a joke.
Where is
No.
eyes at? Where is eyes? Let me just. I don't want
He
to
can
be on
see.
for this.
He can see everything that's on your tablet.
But what
Oh,
see
man.
what Christy does every night before they go to bed and go to sleep, they put
She
the little
kisses them
blindfolds
goodnight.
on, put the little headphones on, and they all do the Estes method for the night. Could you picture that,
No
waking up
comment.
and all these dolls with their bloody blindfolds on, and one of them's going, nah.
That's
No.
You guys are metal. There ain't no way.
Oh, look, believe me, I've been over there and I've seen some of those dolls, and nah. I don't, no.
Oh man.
We had a guest on a couple of weeks ago, but depending on which order everything airs, she's actually got a few haunted dolls and she brings them onto the show. So that hasn't gone live yet. The actual video, I think she came in for a live chat last week for a little bit beforehand. So that'll be going live soon as well. That's interesting. One of the questions I've got for you guys, because I know you all talk about the Estes method, which is the latest trendy thing to do, but have you guys ever done the Ganzfeld experiment? That's
Not yet.
Ping pong balls.
That's the predecessor to the Estes method. So the main difference is in this one, you don't put a blindfold on. You actually put cut a ping pong ball in half and stick one half on each of the eyes, and then tape them across. You set a torch up or a light up facing back at them, so they've just got this white glow. And then you put the headphones on, but you don't run a spirit box through or anything like that. It's just pure white noise. And we did that at Fremantle Prison, and we did it a really good one.
Didn't we do it at Fairbridge as well?
We've done it. Yes, we did it. We did it at Fairbridge as well, out in Clive, the haunted cabin out there. And what's interesting about it is not only do you start hearing not only voices but actual sounds of the environment of what was happening back then, but you start seeing shadows moving in front, and you go, "Who's walking in front of the light?" There's nobody, because we had it recorded from three or four different angles. People are saying there's somebody walking in between the light and them, because you can see the shadow going across. And then because it's just pure white noise, you're not just hearing voices, and people asking questions and things like that. You just let them do and then talk about what they experience. It's the predecessor to the Estes method.
Yes, the vibration in the floor.
And you get all of that.
Love to do that though.
Oh, it's interesting. And it's quite funny to watch because everybody looks like they're a character from The Simpsons. You just stick them in your eye sockets and just a bit of tape, just clear sticky tape, top and bottom. It's not going to take your eyebrows off or anything. But I wouldn't do it in the summertime, because if you start getting sweaty and everything, it'll all come off. But it'll be an interesting thing, because that started in the 70s. The Ganzfeld experiment started as a sensory deprivation experiment. Mm-hmm. And not for speaking with spirits or anything like that, but it was just a sensory, deprivation. And just, it was the 70s. They were all doing all kinds of weird drugs and shit like that back then. So it was pretty psychedelic for them. But as a paranormal tool, if you haven't done it, it's a completely different experience to doing the Estes method. And it's definitely worth giving a crack. Definitely.
See, I've done the sensory overload, which I love sensory overload, and it sounds very similar in that aspect.
Yeah, Christy's gone the vibrations in the floor too, exactly what Jeremy said a few minutes ago. Because Christy was, I think, Christy, were you there for that? I think you were. I can't remember. But yeah, it's definitely worth giving a crack.
She goes, I remember doing that at Fairbridge.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah. So Mark has popped in. Mark has said hello. Oh, hang on.
I see Rodder has uncovered a lot more bones. An old Aboriginal man I know was an original anthropologist, and he told them the place was riddled, but they set aside the small spot and ignored him.
Yeah.
Well, that's the part of the island that the Quokkas won't even go to.
Oh, the campsite. That's interesting. There was one time, I can't go into details about the specifics, but we were actually contacted by the Rottnest Island Board because they had a trade team over there that were painting out near the Kingston Barracks and everything, and something happened that freaked them out, and they actually started recording on their phone, and they actually picked up these sounds which they sent to us first, and we could not identify them. We don't know what it was, but it freaked an entire trades team out that they wanted off the island completely. So they asked us to come over and investigate. So they paid for our ferry rides. We didn't have to pay for ferry rides. We didn't have to pay for any accommodation. They gave us a bus and a driver, so we got to drive all around the island. And while we were there was actually a French film crew over there doing some filming specifically for the history of the island. And they had an Aboriginal elder over there. And we all caught up for dinner that night. And he was telling us the same thing as what Jeremy was just talking about, how certain things would happen in a certain part of the island, which is now used as the campgrounds. and he said the quokkas, which are the indigenous little rat things,
That's on steroids.
yeah, they're very friendly, but
No,
this-
they're not.
I've never had a problem with them.
But you can take photos of them, not get close. They're serious and they'll attack. I'm not even being funny.
I've never had that. You shouldn't approach them, but if you let them come up to you, they're friendly. Yeah, I've never had anything but good experiences with them. But anyway, what he said is the spirits of the Aboriginal people who died on the island are in each of the quokkas. And as a result, because they all know what happened in that particular area, they will not go in there. And I said, how can they? So we went there that night and we tested it. He actually gave us a few phrases in the local indigenous language. I can't remember. I don't know if it was the Noongar or whichever one it was. And he gave us a few phrases to say. And we had to actually record him saying them so we knew exactly what to do, because I don't think they would have worked in an EVP session speaking English. And we played these and we said these the best we could. And we did get some EVPs back in a language. We were never able to identify what was being said, but it was definitely spoken word. But that was just outside of where the campground was. Going into the campground itself, no quokkas. He was bang on. They were walking around the edges. You could see them doing their thing, but not one in the campground. Wow. So that's very, very interesting when local legend ties into historical deeds and then into the metaphysical. It's really, really interesting stuff.
Wow.
Huh. Mark's gone, go the Maroons. Yeah, it was so close. It was such a good game, that. Anyway,
rigged.
I was going to say we were smashing it at the start, but the Blues did come back.
10 minutes should have been 10 minutes in the bin.
I emailed Jeremy going, it's an awesome game, and he's going, oh shit. He goes, he was busy, he'd forgotten about it being on. So he tuned it in, and then as soon as Jeremy tuned in, we started losing.
Yeah, on my fault.
It's Jeremy's fault.
He was sent off before I tuned in.
Yeah, true. But yeah,
so that should have been 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's really. We are going to have to go in the next sort of 10 minutes because Josh has things he has to get on with. But
meetings.
He has meetings to do with
meetings about the
birthday,
about the tours and things. Yeah,
and the birthday.
So he's going to continue with the ghosty talk with different people.
Yeah, most definitely. Except they want money. I don't. You guys didn't want money. I like that better.
Yeah. No. Oh, we all want money, but it's just who we ask for it. That's the problem. So yeah, and how you earn the money as well. But yeah, so Fernando,
oh man,
how's the car?
I'm pretty good. Besides the fact that I'm getting hungry.
Didn't pack yourself a lunch?
No. I just had coffee.
Oh, Joe. Yeah. All right. So we've got a few minutes left. So what we will do is we will go.
Someone has a question for Josh.
I was going to say, we've got a question for Josh, do we?
Yes, would love to hear from Josh again, and any, I'm guessing, Southern voodoo stories or witches.
Oh, there's got to be witch stories down there, surely.
I'm actually friends with some locals that are, in fact, witches. So,
do they have stories?
Run apothecaries. Yeah, they run apothecaries and all kinds of stuff around here. Yeah.
Would they be interested in coming on and talking?
Definitely ask.
It's worth asking. I know a lot of it's secret stuff that they can't go into, but I wonder if there's stuff that they could go into, because we have spoken to witches in the past on the show, but it would be interesting to speak to some actual practicing witches.
None of that sequel squirrel business.
No. Oh, if we can get you to.
Yeah, one of my friends is actually she's a priest. That's what the label is, and the hoodoo
priestess.
Religion. No, priest. The label is a priest.
Are you talking about voodoo stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, voodoo. There's they said the law 100% Christian or Catholic, but they're like 200% voodoo. A lot of them, it's very hard to decipher where one starts and one finishes. It's very interesting. Have you ever watched that film from the 80s called The Serpent and the Rainbow? It was about a National Geographic reporter who went to Haiti to... What had happened was a guy, and this is a bloody true story, I've actually investigated the real story. A guy died, and over there, because of all the voodoo and stuff, once somebody's declared dead, they're buried and gone dead quick, so that, pardon the pun, before anything happens. But he was seen several years later by his sister in a local marketplace, and he was basically like a zombie. And this is where he's the first real zombie reported, and that's why the reporters went down. The reporter went down there to get the full story on it. And what it is, when a person pisses somebody off or what happens, they'll blow this powder in their face, which basically shuts their body down to almost death. But it's not. Their heartbeat is that slow, it can't be picked up. Of course, they get declared dead, they get buried. They come in that night, dig the body up, take it away, and then they use them on their plantations as slaves. But their food is laced with this drug, their drink is laced with this drug, so they're just always totally malleable zombies doing the work. And this guy was there. His sister saw him. She sort of pulled him aside, and he was gone long enough that this drug started to wear off. And obviously, that's where this film comes in, because he's gone in there to try and find out what this actual drug is. He was able to get a sample of the drug, and even up until now, most of the ingredients are still unclassified, and they haven't been able to identify them. But some of the ones that they were able to identify were like the poison of the puffer fish, and there was these certain other things in there. And it's actually a really interesting film, and it's quite disturbing in certain parts. And that's got Bill Pullman in it, a very young Bill Pullman.
Oh, yeah.
And
He would have been very young.
The Serpent and the Rainbow. It's one from the 80s. Definitely watch if you like realistic, creepy voodoo movie based on true events. Definitely watch that. But yeah, even in that, they said there's a hell of a lot of Catholicism to their religion, and then they have all the other stuff off to the side. It's not like New Orleans voodoo. Haitian voodoo is a lot more pure. It's very different, very different. So worth watching. 100%. Look it up when you're all finished on here, because we're gone in a minute. Jump onto YouTube, type in Rainbow and the Serpent trailer and watch it. It's very 80s.
Rainbow and the Serpent.
The rainbow.
That is
up over here. That's what I was doing.
and that is Haitian voodoo, yeah.
It's Haitian voodoo, yes. It's not New Orleans voodoo. So
By the biochemical preparation of zombies.
that's the one. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. It's got Wes Craven in it. Didn't realize.
It's the book was written by Wes Craven.
Yeah.
Based on the real events that happened to this National Geographic reporter. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely watch it.
Wes Craven.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
It's a good one. It's a good one. So, but we are just about out of time, because I think we've got 3 minutes left before Josh has to disappear. So, Josh, do you want to close us out with any little golden nuggets? Oh, that sounded wrong. And we are not talking pickup trucks.
No, probably not golden nuggets, but I will give you guys some stuff to look at.
Yep.
So if you want to go to darkhistorytours.net, that is my website. You'll only see the front page. The book now link is not active. I'm working on that today. Those should all be active by next week. So also follow my social media, Joshua Haney. You'll see me in a clown mouth. And if you guys want to look at my link tree, just kind of keep clicking on it, and I'll post when I have everything up and ready. And let me know if you have any questions. at all. I'm available to talk. If you guys want to book a private tour with me, I'm open for that too. Just try to give me 2 days in advance, and that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. We've actually had
Alright.
people say that Josh should be a regular on the show. How do you
Yes.
feel about that, Mr.
That'd be-
Josh?
That'd be cool.
I'm cool with that. I'll have plenty of stuff to talk about. Plus, I kind of like
Hell
your
yeah.
guys' humor. So it's very nice.
Oh man, your Friday mornings will be awesome, bro.
Yeah.
My Friday mornings will be like the best thing ever. 'cause
It'd be as good
usually
as
my
having a
Friday
pickup
mornings
truck.
are like,
He's got no
Oh,
idea
okay.
what's coming.
It'd be as good as having a
no.
pickup truck.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Anyway, on that, it is time to go, guys. So until next week, we have more shows coming out, and we will hopefully be live again next Friday night. We're getting back into this live thing. We're hoping to build up our numbers a little bit. I know there's a few people away
We're getting there.
tonight, and Heidi is obviously over in Bali. Otherwise, she would have been listening in because she loves to listen in. And she had a bit to say last week as well. It was good. And I have actually spoken to her, and she will come on the show at some point down the track.
the
All right.
sites. Can we drop the site in the chat? They're asking. Down below.
I did try earlier and it wouldn't let me.
What?
It's darkhistorytours.net.
There you go. Dark History Tours, all one word. .net. And that's the dot, not DOT. So just putting that out there for everybody. There you go. Okay, everybody's got it. We are off. So if everybody wants to say their goodbyes, we will tune out for another week.
See you later, guys.
Take it
Hi
easy.
guys, it was good seeing you. We'll be back again.
Oh, yes, we'll definitely have Josh back.
Go inside now.
Yeah, it's probably a good time to stop because Jeremy is firing up.
What do you mean firing up? I've
All
been
right, he,
very
he,
good,
start,
thank
he
you.
started a couple of hours ago, but he's tempered himself a bit tonight. So
Yeah, it's been very boring. I had this powder blowing in my face before this recording, and
If you guys want to go to my Facebook too, it's in my link tree. If you guys are having trouble finding it.
yeah, we could always put a link up to your profile as well if you want us to do that. Otherwise, you might get
Yeah, sure.
bombarded. All right, everybody, take it easy and don't forget,
Goodbye.
keep looking up, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
You do realize that the audio is still recording. We are live.
That's completely
Yeah.
fine. It doesn't
So they
bother
can hear
me.
all of this. Yes,
Oh
we
my
are
God.
still there, but I'm going to hit the time to go, everybody. Bye bye.